North Korea, shrouded in mystery and ruled by a repressive regime, is home to some of the most dangerous and unsettling places on Earth. From high-security zones to labor camps and militarized borders, these areas reveal the harsh realities of life under strict surveillance and authoritarian control. Join us as we take a closer look at the 10 most dangerous places in North Korea, where danger lurks not only in the physical environment, but also in the severe consequences of stepping out of line. Before we begin, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating explorations. Let's dive in. 1. The Demilitarized Zone, DMZ. The DMZ, which stretches across the Korean peninsula, is one of the most militarized and dangerous areas in the world. It serves as a buffer between North and South Korea, a reminder of the unresolved Korean War. The DMZ is filled with landmines, heavily armed guards, and constant surveillance. While tourists can visit parts of the DMZ under strict supervision, the tension in the air is palpable. Military personnel from both sides face each other daily, creating a standoff atmosphere. A simple misunderstanding or provocation could escalate into a violent conflict. The DMZ is not just a border, it is a symbol of division, with both sides standing ready for confrontation. It is a reminder of the fragile peace that has lasted for decades. Despite its dangers, the DMZ remains a point of curiosity for those intrigued by the Korean Peninsula's history and conflict. 2. Political labor camps. North Korea's labor camps, or Kwanliso, are infamous for their inhumane conditions and brutal treatment of prisoners. These camps hold political dissenters, their families, and anyone deemed a threat to the regime. Reports from defectors describe a life of forced labor, starvation, and severe punishment. Prisoners are subjected to grueling tasks in mines, factories, or fields, often without adequate food or rest. Physical abuse is rampant, and many inmates do not survive the harsh conditions. Families are torn apart, with entire generations imprisoned for the actions of a single individual. The camps are located in remote areas, making escape nearly impossible. Their secrecy adds to the danger, as the outside world knows little about their operations. The existence of these camps is a chilling testament to the regime's grip on its people. 3. Pyongyang's restricted zones. Although Pyongyang appears modern and well-maintained, much of the city is off-limits to both tourists and average citizens. Specific neighborhoods and facilities are reserved for the elite or used for government purposes. These restricted zones are heavily guarded and closely monitored. For tourists, straying outside designated areas is forbidden and can result in severe consequences. Even residents of Pyongyang must obtain special permission to enter certain parts of the city. These restrictions reflect the regime's obsession with control and secrecy. The city's polished facade hides the inequality and oppression experienced by its citizens. Those who accidentally or intentionally enter restricted zones face immediate arrest, interrogation, and possible imprisonment. Pyongyang's restricted areas exemplify the tight surveillance that governs life in North Korea. 4. The China-North Korea border. The border between China and North Korea is a lifeline for defectors trying to escape the regime. However, it is also one of the most dangerous areas in the country. Guards patrol the border, armed with shoot-to-kill orders for anyone attempting to cross. The Yalu and Tumen rivers, which run along much of the border, are treacherous to navigate. In winter, the icy waters pose a threat to those trying to escape. Human traffickers and smugglers also operate in this region, exploiting the vulnerability of defectors. For those caught attempting to flee, the punishment is severe. Defectors are often sent to labor camps or executed. The border represents both hope and peril, a stark reminder of the lengths people go to for freedom. 5. Nuclear testing sites. North Korea's nuclear testing sites are among the most secretive and hazardous locations in the country. These sites, used for developing and testing nuclear weapons, pose risks not only to North Koreans but also to the global community. The Punggye-ri nuclear test site, located under Mount Mantap, has been the site of several underground tests. These tests have caused seismic activity, raising concerns about geological instability and potential radiation leaks. the mountain structure has weakened, increasing the risk of collapse. While these sites are heavily guarded and off-limits, their dangers extend far beyond North Korea's borders. The regime's focus on nuclear advancement adds to the tension and uncertainty surrounding its actions. 6. The East Sea, Sea of Japan. The waters off North Korea's eastern coast are fraught with danger due to frequent missile tests and military exercises. Fishing boats and international vessels in this area face risks from territorial disputes and aggressive naval actions. North Korea's naval forces often engage in provocative maneuvers, heightening tensions in the region. The area is also used for illegal fishing and smuggling operations, adding to its instability. For those navigating these waters, the threat of interception or conflict is ever present. The East Sea serves as a stark reminder of North Korea's isolation and its impact on regional security. Its waters are as unpredictable as the regime itself, making it a risky area for anyone to traverse. 7. Remote countryside. While the countryside may seem less threatening than other places on this list, it poses its own set of dangers. Food shortages, lack of medical care, and government neglect make rural areas some of the hardest places to live in North Korea. Farmers often face strict quotas, leaving little for themselves and their families. Starvation is a constant threat, with many resorting to foraging for survival. The regime prioritizes resources for the military and urban elites, leaving rural communities in dire conditions. The countryside's isolation also means that residents have little access to information or opportunities to escape. The harsh realities of rural life highlight the regime's neglect of its most vulnerable citizens. 8. Kaesong Industrial Region. The Kaesong Industrial Region, once a symbol of cooperation between North and South Korea, is now a tense and uncertain area. While it has hosted joint economic ventures, its operations have been suspended multiple times due to political tensions. The region is heavily monitored, and any unauthorized activity can result in severe repercussions. Workers in Kaesong face strict control and surveillance, with little freedom to interact with outsiders. The area's precarious status reflects the fragile relationship between the two Koreas. For those operating in Kaesong, the risks are both political and personal. The region's volatility underscores the challenges of engaging with North Korea's unpredictable regime. 9. Urban slums. While Pyongyang showcases the regime's power, other cities reveal the harsh realities of urban poverty. Slums in cities like Chongjin and Hamhung are marked by poor infrastructure, overcrowding, and limited access to basic services. Residents of these areas struggle to survive, often relying on black markets for food and goods. The government's neglect of these communities highlights the stark inequality within North Korea. For those living in urban slums, daily life is a battle against poverty and oppression. The slums are a stark contrast to the carefully curated image of North Korea presented to the outside world. They reveal the true cost of the regime's policies on its people. 10. Underground tunnels. North Korea's extensive network of underground tunnels is a key part of its military strategy. These tunnels, designed to move troops and equipment undetected, pose significant risks to regional security. South Korea has uncovered several tunnels leading into its territory, each capable of facilitating an invasion. The tunnel's existence highlights the regime's focus on military aggression. For those tasked with uncovering or navigating these tunnels, the danger is immense. The tunnels symbolize North Korea's willingness to go to great lengths to maintain its power and readiness for conflict. They are a chilling reminder of the regime's priorities and its impact on stability in the region. North Korea's dangerous places reveal the stark realities of life under an authoritarian regime. From militarized zones to neglected rural areas, each location tells a story of control, survival, and resistance. If you found this exploration insightful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.